we might as well rock and roll.
Welcome everybody to Talladega Super Speedway, round 1 of the play. Who's going to play spoiler, who's going to lock themselves in, we're going to find out together here as we saw qualifying a little bit. Nathan Biggert takes the pole. Biggest story today, the 19s in a Ford were winners race. That's proof right there, winners race Fords. You go guys, go get yourself a Ford, run the Ford. Second biggest story of the day is there's only one Toyota. Nate would have been the other Toyota, but Ryan is the only one running Bobby Labonte or Kyle Busch throwback, depending on who you want to ask. Nate's Ryan went towards the rear of the field here. We carried out our grid here as Nate paces them off. Biggert's gonna be on the pole. Hartung second, Rayburn, Hammond, Dave, Berg. We see Mark falling back due to an EOL from the last race, so he's going to be the tail end with Ryan. That moves that whole outside roll up a lane as we continue on. Hammond fourth, Dave fifth, Burke sixth, Stryker seventh, Caffrey in eighth, Mark Odell in ninth. There's Mark Coulter Jr. in 10th, running his signature number 3 throwback. Wesley Straight in 11th. Hayden Malcolm 12th, Ryan went 13th. Pat Green, welcome Pat, running Jeff Gordon throwback. Pepsi Max in 14th. Mark Gretschken here still falling back. He's going to be at the tail end. There's Chris Robert. She'll be 15th outside row. Robert Church in the number 5 Chevrolet alongside Mark Odell, riding shotgun in the field due to the EOL. As Nate's pacing him on the back, it's going to get interesting. It's Dega. We'll check out the race info during the race here as we watch the guys pull off. Speaking of guys, we got a slew of dragger camps. There's John Hammond, Jason Day, Biggert here from the pole. There's Biggert. Mark Odell. There's Mark with the ChopShop flag. Ryan Wynn, Toyota's riding shotgun. And Burke, there's Burke. Here we go, the pace. As we see the stripe at Dega, it's very unique. Way past the trial at the exit of pit road. Green flags out. Nate's gonna send him off as we go racing at Talladega. Round 1 is underway. No, this is Dega. I forgot to change the name of the video. My bad. It was super late. I didn't think I was gonna make it, honestly, when I'm not able to. Army has ideas, so we'll say that. It's already getting squirrely. Brian Rayburn dives to the apron. He's going to fall back immediately as the outside lane is getting rolling. Inside lane has absolutely no help. Pat jumps in front of the 19. That whole outside lane took off and jumped to the inside as Hammond in that Sonic Chevrolet is going to fall in second with his buddy Stryker right behind him. There's Stryker. These guys can only push hooked up for so long, maybe 2 or 3 laps before that gauge starts flashing. You're going to have to dip the nose out or just completely fall back, fall out of the line to get some air on the nose here as we're riding single file for a good amount of rows back here with Day and Robert side by side. Caffrey and Mark Odell on the top side. Coming down the backstretch here. Gonna be pretty calm here, I think, until the stage starts to wind down. Might start getting a little dicey. As those guys, you see those guys back there just completely broke off from the pack. They're breathing far off. And Rayburn, Mark Richardson has been off from Rayburn. Trying to stay away from the melee. Hartung's gonna lead him. So far, lap 3 here. John Hammond following that outside line, now getting back gathered up. See those guys coming out of the exit. Robert's leading the outside line, starting to make the charge. Side by side with Hartson. Not quite there yet, but look at the push there from the 81. Getting good push, a little squirrely from Mark Odell. Outside line broke up. Top three gets that line, really pulling away from the 89. That's Wesley Straight. Pat Green there in the 90. Robert dives in, fills that gap there that the 89 left. Inside, John Hammond shoots to the outside, and Stryker, of course, going to follow him. Those guys know the high line's fast. They see if they're going to stick to the high side and start a train going on the outside as Robert falls in line with Hartung. Very squirrely. Look at that tap there by Stryker. Very tucked up. Bumps there on the exit. Got to be careful of that transition. Bumps there. Stays locked up. All over the back end of John Hammond. Hammond looks like he's going to stay on the outside as they're rolling the corner. Love me some Dega here. I like watching. I don't like plate racing. I don't like racing plate races. It's way too tense. You're at the mercy of so many people. As Jeremiah Burke now made his way to the front of the bottom side in the 53 machine. Hammond and Stryker, tag team duo there. Lots of experience working first and second with each other at these plate races. They got a plan going for sure to get to the end and see if they can duke it out for a win. Oh, little squirrely there. Whoa. Ryan, Caffrey, I think Caffrey or Ryan shot out of line. They got kind of checked up there. Someone really dipped out. I think it was Caffrey. Back it up real fast here. I think they got jumbled up there. Little check up. Caffrey got shot out a line. There you go. Hard hit. Checked up. Got a shot from Pat Green. Oh, that wasn't Pat. That was the 83. That's Hayden Malcolm. Big checkup for Caffrey. Good recovery there. I thought we were about to have a mess. As Rayburn and these guys, they're just riding back here. I'm sure they're just trying to stay away from the melee that might ensue it. I thought we were going to have one there. As Rayburn's leading this train here with Gretchen in the middle. He's the cream of this cookie. Rayburn here. Drivers already. Oh, wait, Malcolm way up the track. Got a little dicey there in the corner. Dalton here straddling the tail end of the line. Everybody joining us, everybody watching the first round of Talladega. It's going to be exciting here, and I appreciate everybody. Hit the like button, please. Share the stream, hit the subscribe button. Just get more exposure to the league here. Driving home, first hitting dicey with Robert now. Robert's almost wrecked the field, I think, or he got really sketchy there. Let's see what happened to him. I think he got a little loose. Got a big hit of steam here. Oh, man, he almost clipped Hartung there. That's a really dicey move. Jump to the outside. Hammond all over Robert's now. Check out ChopShopRacing.net. He's got a website. Gives all information about all the series going on. NextGen series here coming down to the wire. We will have a break next week for Thanksgiving. Wish everybody a happy early Thanksgiving. As we're gonna get the first race of round one, the winner's gonna savor it. The losers are really gonna stew in that. They're gonna come back ready. As we're 3 wide back here with Ryan. Right in the middle, Caffrey backs off. Doesn't want no part of that. Checks up a bit here. Robert gets a good push from Hammond. Dives to the inside in front of Burke for the lead. We'll ride with Burke here for a moment. Uh-oh. Thought it was going to get dicey there. I saw someone shoot up. Oh, God, there goes Caffrey in the middle. Turns Rentz, and they're wrecking across the start-finish line. Rentz on the outside wall. Oh, there's Wesley Straight. I heard someone was on their lid. Caffrey went and shot the middle, and it kind of closed very quick. I don't see a lot of damage for these guys. Oh, Wesley hit the outside wall pretty good. Unfortunately, we're about to wanting to check out with Burke. Let's see, Caffrey looks okay. He was shooting the gap in the middle, and they closed up pretty quick. Rayburn up. Those three guys were at the back trying to miss it. Ryan went here, had a ride. We'll take a look and see what happened. We'll dissect that wreck. Appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words there, Anthony. Let's see what happened. We caught Caffrey just at the end going for a 3 wide. Oh, man, he just a little squirrely there going for the gap. Just caught Wesley. Hooked Ryan into Hayden Malcolm. Malcolm hard on the outside wall. Ryan got a little bit. I think Malcolm really got a good hit of that. There's Malcolm in the 89. I apologize. That's not Malcolm. That's Wesley Straight in the 89. Caught the right front off of Wesley Straight. I think he looks like the right front jumping. Yeah, that's going to be some time on Hero. That might be a fast repair. They do have fast repairs for plate races. And that's a pretty good hit, unfortunately. I might try to fix that, actually. If it was me, maybe even go a lap down. Try one more time with Coulter. Just caught Wesley. Oh, man. The right front completely broken off there. Got some good hits to the right side door. There's Caffrey sliding through the grass. It keeps nice control of his car in the grass. Good job not making that worse for Pat Green. Right with much damage. Might just take a look for pit road, maybe a couple seconds for Caffrey. I think Caffrey came up a little bit on that one personally, but super early for 3 wide in my opinion. But these guys are so close together. Excuse me. Right with Rayburn here, wreck here. They're communicating, I'm sure, checking up, track's blocked. Ryan win. One more time here with Ryan in the 40. Pretty good hit on the outside wall, but it's not as bad as Wesley's. Let's see if Wesley took a fast repair. I think he did. There's Wesley Straight. Robert's on pit road, getting just topping off with some fuel. Ryan went. Some of these guys taking their fast repair. I think Coulter took his. He would probably be on pit road still. I think trying to get it fixed. I would have tried to fix it honestly. Even got a lap down. Even got 2 laps down. You know their stage is going to bring out a caution in the second stage. Speaking of stages, we take a look at our race info here. As we'll ride on board. We're trying to hit up Jeremiah Burke. There's Jeremiah. Right with him for the backstretch here. Stages, 4 sets of tires, 3 sets on the wall. I'm pretty sure they had a fast repair because Coulter just took one. Lap 50. I need to make sure now. Wait a second here. Fast repairs, Talladega. say they have a fast repair because a lot of these guys are still being over. Usually we do fast repairs for plate races, Atlanta included, and when these guys having those quick pit stops. But one fast repair stage will be lap 50, stage 1. It'll tick over to 51, and the race control will throw the caution. Stage 2 will be 100, 101 is when race control will caution. 100% fuel as always. Fixed setup, track state, our racing determines the track state there. As Berkshire's on the inside, second row. Already third behind Hammond. It's a fairly decent day. It says 69 degrees. I'm not sure if I believe that. The track temperature is almost 90 degrees surface, but track info for the day. Banking is crazy there. It's 34 degrees in the corners, I want to say. We will double check here as we wait for these guys to take the field. I think these stages are wrong. It's only in file left. I will check in with race controls. We'll check in here because the race notes they put out are completely wrong. I think stage is 15 from what I'm hearing. As the outside line is getting squirrely. Hayden Malcolm falling off from the 19 of Nathan Bigger. It's going to get dicey in the back. They're definitely racing like it's we're right with Bigger. There's Bigger. Nate. John Hammond here with the flag. His saltwater tanks that look very expensive. Dale Jr. car and Kevin Harvick there. Very bogus Hammond. Also running triples like Nate. A lot of these guys running triples. Jeremiah Burke on the outside. Burke. Looks like it's the outside. I think that was Mark. There's Mark. The outside puts the striker. That's Jason Day going for the lead. In the lead right now as the stage winds down. He's leading the outside lane, but that inside lane coming back with John Hammond. Nope, Nate's now leading the inside lane. Back here, Nate to the front, that whole outside lane. Oh, so Hayden Malcolm blinking a little bit in front of Ryan. They're okay there. Outside lane very quick. Ryan dives in front of Bigger. Let's see if that inside lane can rally together. That should give Ryan a little bit of speed going down the racetrack like that. It'll suck up the 19. As Hammond's running up the middle. John Hammond squeezes. Got to be careful. It's a little swirly above him. Mark Liddell's going to go to block. Hammond pushes him. Hammond's trying to suck up the middle. He's bringing Coulter. Now they're 3 wide here, a couple rows deep. The 3 in the middle, Robert's following the 3. The inside lane now having the momentum with Ryan Wint leading 1 lap to go in the stage. Jason Day running the wall with Stryker. Stryker usually comfortable. He gets loose, shoots out. Oh, gets marking a little bit into the wall, has to check up. Ryan now jumping in front of Burke, blocking the middle of the lane. Caffrey, excuse me. Here comes John Hammond with Burke. Burke's going to throw a block. Not quite there. Hammond shooting the outside. Burke's going to fall back very quickly here in the sucker hole. He's going to stack up Robert. As now Hammond's pushing the outside lane. I don't think they'll have time though. Caffrey shoots, trying to take a look outside of Nathan Biggert. No one with the 77. Retchen closes the hole as well as Rayburn. See if Hammond gets a run here coming off turn 4. He's going to shoot outside of Caffrey. Way outside, it looks like it's going to be Ryan Wint. Caffrey's in the grass. He's going to come back off the racetrack. He holds on to it as Ryan Wint takes the win in stage 1. Nobody hits Caffrey. Incredible. These guys completely missed the 77. Ryan Wint wins stage 1 and Nathan Bigger gets 2. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. What a charge there. Hammond really tried to work the outside. Caffrey got loose on the grass and Everybody missed him. I thought he was about to wreck the field. That was incredible. Let's back it up there. We'll really sort it out. Outside lane really lost a lot of momentum, and the inside was so stacked up. You see them really nose to tail. They are having shoots outside of the 77. 77 gets loose, comes across the entire racetrack, still in it. I mean, that's wild, and nobody hit him. And that's just the first stage. John Hammond trying to pull some crazy moves there, and it looked a little dicey as Ryan Wentz leading the field here in the first stage. Start to come down pit road. Ryan Went will lead him off. See if these guys top off. We'll see who stays out. Who really needs to come down pit road. Here, Ryan Went looks like he's staying out. Nathan Biggard's going to bring a few cars. Church real late down. Looks like everybody's coming down pit road except for Ryan. There's Burke staying out. And the rest of the field coming down pit lane here. Only Ryan Went in the 40, Jeremiah Burke in the 53 staying out. So far as these guys are going to take, I'm expecting fuel only. Maybe tires next time after the next stage to carry you to the end of the race. Looks like a few guys are taking tires. Coulter, no tires. Day. Hammond took some. Stryker's taking some. Hart took. Few guys choosing to take tires. As I think Coulter won the race off pit road as we back it up here. Oh, not quite. Gretchen takes it. Rayburn, Biggert. There goes Coulter in the 3. Mark Odell, drag race with Chris Robert. Mark Odell just edges them out as the rest of the field comes out here. Hammond, Day. I think Church just got Day. There's Stryker. Hartuck coming out. In the 90 of Pat Green there. Rolls off in the Pepsi machine. As everybody else is starting to come out of pit road. Caffrey just rolled off. That's Hayden Malcolm coming off, and Wesley Strait spending some time on pit road. Looks like getting some damage fixed, I'm assuming. So I was, Malcolm just came off. I was looking at the ticker down there. Wesley Strait extended, staying on pit road here, getting some work done on the car. So we'll take a quick break here. Be right back for the restart. Don't go nowhere. It's going to get even more intense here. Round 1 of the playoffs. Welcome back to Talladega Super Speedway here. The action's getting intense as we're going to ramp up starting stage 2. Ryan Witt leads them off to the green flag. Jeremiah Burke on the outside. Retchen and Rayburn row number 2. Bigger Coulter outside. Row number 3. Green flag's out. Barney's waving the flag. They're underway here. As I think Rayburn just switched lanes before the start-finish line, and that's going to be a penalty. He jumped, I don't know if you guys caught it, but he jumped to the inside well before. That might be a penalty or a warning. I think they usually give them one warning, but we'll see. We'll find out. See, race control lets us know. As the inside is starting to get real tight here. Rayburn ditching the outside line, leaves the gap there. Dude, Coulter. Yep, but they just issued a warning for everybody not to switch lanes there, so that's the freebie for everybody. Looks like Mark was going to go 3 wide. I think he drifted up a little bit. Coulter taking a peek on Burt. Goes to the outside. Bears is going to go with him. Burke's in the middle with Caffrey. Coulter on the outside. Everybody's kind of scattered. Everybody ditching Burke there, now falling like a rock. You're kind of stuck in the circle hole there with no help. Coulter completely went around. But that really breaks up the outside line, as now the inside lane has a lot of momentum here. We'll see if Retchen can rally that group back up as he jumps to the outside in front of the 3. Coulter again shooting to the outside. He really wants to get to the front there. Rayburn and Retchen in the 24 working together. These guys are already getting nice. Oh, there's a wreck there. There goes Hammond hard into the outside with Burke. Gets Burke to the inside. And I think Stryker just caught a little bit. They got together. Wesley down pit road. Hayden Malcolm as well. These guys really had a big issue there. We're going to have to really review that one. That was kind of sudden. We're gonna throw a replay here. I think Stryker got a little piece of that. There's John Hammond. I don't know if it was too hard of a hit. It looked like just a big slide. Lots of aggressive moves from a couple guys there. We'll take a look here. Oh, looks like Malcolm was on pit road already. I thought he rolled down there. Let's see. We'll back it up there. They kind of, wow, Robert's in the middle. They are trying to follow Coulter. These guys really aggressive. Looks like Robert came down on Hammond into Hammond's lane, and he shot him up into Burke. Burke got a little scrape on the outside wall. It doesn't look too bad for these guys. And then they kind of shot to the inside. Burke, oh, looks like Stryker got Hammond. We'll play this real time. It looks like Robert just came down on the number 8. And then they slid together, and Stryker just gets the right side of John Hammond's car. Gets a little bit of Hammond. Probably with Jeremiah Burke if my there we go. Not too many of the hits for Burke. I think Hammond got him. There's race control. Robert did take the plane for that. So we see there at the bottom of the screen, he's going to be getting, well, good job by Burke keeping it off the inside wall. That could have been a lot worse. Ride with Robert Church here. Gets a little bit of the, Wesley just ahead of him. Good shot. These cars are pretty tough. Oh, that was Hartung ahead of Church there. The rear end. Right from Stryker. And just catches. You see his car jitter there. As John Hammond here on pit road trying to get some damage fixed. He was complaining about some wheel damage there in the driver's chat. Robert's back here also. This is what I would have done. I would have just gotten some damage fixed. There's plenty of time to get a lot of damage fixed at this racetrack. Look how big Dega is there. We'll correct that. Let me correct that track map. Gotta adjust it every so often for these. But Roberts will get the UL. He's just coming off the road. So it's kind of a bit of front end damage. Really good. Got a up there. Right. Expecting to come back down pit road. Roberts coming back down pit road. See how Hammond's doing. Looks pretty good. Hayden Malcolm back here in the Sparko number 83. Is still on the lead lap there. I think he was working on the car as well. That caution might have saved him from going a lap down. Jeremiah Burke a little roughed up there on the left side. Some scrapes there. Nothing too crazy. As we're 1 degree, you see the lights off on the pace car. Ahead Rich in here. He's got Rayburn along to his outside. Ryan went here. Up front. Here's Ryan. I gotta write a sticky note here. Ryan running some triples. Getting a stage win. The first stage. Next stage is on 35 here, so we're getting close to the end here. It's only going to get crazier as we're getting ready for the green flag here. Rayburn outside, Richin inside. Ryan inside, Biggert outside, second row. Coulter, Caffrey to his outside. So we're getting ready to go. Green flag racing here. Green flag's out. Bears just catching up there just in time. Oh, Richard switched outside lane. That's definitely going to be a penalty. He's going to have to come down pit road. He slid up a whole lane, and Rayburn's going to get stuck in the middle. They're going to be careful here. Rayburn stuck in the circle hole. Bigger to the outside. Ryan, getting loose. Hanging on to it. There jumps, cuts in front of Nathan Biggert. There's Nate pushing Ryan down the back stretch. And there's Caffrey there in the middle. Rich in the bottom. Now Caffrey's stuck in the sucker hole there. Rayburn's going to go around him. 77 falling back. Oh, Rayburn's got to be careful there. He's trying to fall in line. Now Jeremiah Burke trying to suck up the middle there. They're trying to get some moves going. Side by side here. Ryan went on the outside. Outside lane getting a good run off that banking on the outside. That banking there, 33 degrees there for turns 1 and 2. 32 degrees 3 and 4. They're roughly the same thing. 16.5 degrees on the tri-oval front stretch. So that outside, that high line is definitely quick there. Those guys can stay nose to tail there. Ryan there leading the outside. Biggert pushing him. Burke behind Nathan Biggert. Excuse me, that's Day there in 52. Burke right behind him. We're right with Day here for a moment. Here, we've got Nathan Biggert in front of him, Ryan in front of him. This outside lane really pushing hard. Michael Caffrey here having an issue. We see Calder pushing the 3 wide back here. These guys really going for it. That outside lane, really a middle lane, clear of the mess there. That outside lane from Raver leading. Stryker and Caffrey in the middle, trying to get together, get something going. Looks like Day has brought Burke down with Pat Green and Rich in front of that inside lane, trying to challenge Ryan and Biggert, who are by themselves, but Hammond's leading. Robert's on the outside. We're going to get 3 wide double file rows here. See these guys file in, choose their lanes. Rayburn gets loose there, hangs onto it. I think Stryker got a little bit of him. Stryker on the outside. Getting real dicey here. Stryker shoots inside. Robert is stuck on the outside by himself. You see him dropping like a rock. No help. Caffrey goes around him. Jason Day now leading the charge with Jeremiah Burke behind him. Burke here very focused. Way tucked up on Day. shots there as Caffrey jumps to the outside, completely cuts off Mark Odell here in the middle of the field. He's going to shoot to the outside, the outside lane really checking up. Striker having a hard time with Biggert. I think might be overheating. Yeah, he's overheating there. He's saying the engine's overheating there on the driver channel. Inside line completely in command with Mark Rechin. We'll see when John Hammond's going to make his move. Jason Day, Jeremiah Burt, Wesley Strait in the 89, Pat Green, Hartung, Roberts, and Coulter Jr. there at the tail end of that inside lane. The outside lane has completely fell apart. The 88 cannot really make moves as there goes Wesley in the 89, leading Pat Green and Hartung. They're going to make a move here. We'll see who's going to jump on the outside and cut them off as John Hammond is all over the 24. And that's a good move, trying to get them broken away from the pack and get around them there with one lap to go on the stage here. But I don't think they're going to really go anywhere. There goes Jason Day to the outside. Wesley's not going to have any of it. Day's going to try and block him, and they're 4 wide. Brooks on the apron. He's going to drop off a little bit. 3 wide. 1 lap to go in the stage. Wesley straight to the top of the leaderboard, followed by Pat Green. And here comes Michael Strickland in the 88 machine. They're completely way up ahead of the field. They're sitting ducks, though. Here comes Hartung with Rechin and Hammond. Hartung blocks the 24, really checks up that momentum. Here comes John Hammond in the 80. He's going to try and shoot the gap there. Muscles the 24 up a lane. They're getting dicey here, coming around 3 and 4. Coming out here, turn 4. Marco Odell on the outside of Rayburn. There goes Striker. He's gonna take a look here. Looks like it's gonna be Wesley Green and Hartung drag race here to the finish line. And it's gonna be Hartung takes the win over Wesley Strait, and they're wrecking here across the line. Little scrape there. Oh, Rechin here gets Pat Green right towards the end. Absolutely intense. That's only stage 2. The win goes to Colby Hartung, I believe. Big one, not quite. We're pretty close there, but not quite. I'm pretty sure Hartung won that one. It shows Wesley as the leader. Let's back it up here. And then we'll dissect that post-finish caution. They're coming drag racing 4 wide across the line. Just about. Striker was almost there. Here we go. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Hartung won this stage. Side by side, Hartung definitely won this stage. It shows Wesley ahead of him. And then it follows, trying to sort it out here. Everything's kind of weird right now. So Wesley gets second. Pat Green's going to get third. So we're going to inch up frame by frame. Pat Green's going to get third. Just tight with Rechin, who gets fourth. Hammond fifth. Don't count out Striker there on the outside. Roberts does get, there's a better look. Roberts does get sixth, I believe. And then Hammond seventh. Coulter eighth. Marco down ninth, and Church does get 10th there. Man, what a close finish there. As these guys are coming down pit road. And SDK freaking out on me. SDK has completely bugged out on me. Hartung pulling off pit road. There goes Rayburn. There it goes. It's being super slow. Oh, we didn't look at the exchange there with the 24. 53 does get the lucky dog. He's gonna come around. That's I think he meant 83. I think he meant 83. Or I might have saw the message wrong there. Hate him not to miss your lucky dog. We're going to back it up here. This is just at the end. And then Richin just came across Hammond's nose. They're just so tight. Oh, I think Hammond came up across Rich's nose. Just clips Pat Green. Gets a little bit of Robert, slaps the right side of the car. Coulter misses that. And then Richin shoots back up the track and hits Pat Green again. Pat Green a ping pong ball, but I think his car's okay. He's running second right now. Good job by Pat for keeping it off the wall. Mix up with iRacing being weird. Everybody in front of the number 8 who's coming down now are coming down to pit. iRacing is bugging out, so they're technically closing, pinning on a closed pit stop here, but they'll clear their blacks here. It's only fair. They're going to get a chance to come down pit road here, get some service done to their cars. iRacing just being a little weird here. But that's why we got race control. That'll cycle John Hammond to the front as we're going to throw up a quick commercial break, get our bearings back, get ready, set for the end. For stage number 3, it's going to get wild. Round 1 of the playoffs. Who's going to lock themselves win? Who's going to experience heartbreak? We'll find out. We'll be right back. On the outside. It was 4. Bigger drop down after the crossing the stripe due to everybody else pitting the second time around. Rally gets them to the inside, so it's going to get a little interesting here as we kick off stage number 3. We'll see who's going to jump to the outside. Hartung leading a big charge there. Caffrey and Coulter in tow. Caffrey gives Hartung a big shot. Burke and Day working together, jumping outside. Here comes Wesley and Martin. And the outside is starting to form up pretty tight. Coming across the line here. Already 3 wide. Coulter in the middle. Little scrape there for the 77. Those guys are straight up against the wall. No one helping the 3. He's going to fall off. Coulter very aggressive there, trying to work his way up. Falls back in line behind the 19. Hartung leading the outside. Caffrey, Day, and Burke and Day, 53, 52. Wesley Straight just a bit off of that outside lane. Marcel behind him. He's got 83 of heated up to his inside here. Let's see how aggressive these guys are going to be as the race starts to wind down. Inside lane looks like where it's at. Hammond still leading the charge. Ryan Witt running up front the whole way. Ryan trying to find a pretty wide behind him. Bigger stuck in the middle now. Look at the sheer focus on Nate. All this going on inside him. I mean, I'd be freaking out. Nate is so focused there, and that's what you need to be. You can't let these intense moments get to you. You're going to make a mistake and wreck your car. But Nate is, I mean, stellar on point. Amazing job here by the 19. It's getting dicey. Doesn't let it get to him. Falls back in line here behind the 57, running the outside line. Day here behind Nate. Makes it bigger than the 19. He's running triple. Outside line starting to make a little bit too inside. There is the outside line gets Borderless Day. Checks up a little bit. Doesn't want to do anything too drastic. Back here on the inside lane. Absolute focus there on Mark. Oh, gets dicey there. Big wreck. Mark completely misses that. And Caffrey sideways here. Hard impacts there. You see a lot of damage there for the 77. Looks like Days on pit road here got a little piece of it. Thursday. Should have that black flag cleared. He got sent down pit road due to the yellow. Drops down to pit road speed. We'll take a look here. Looks like Pat Green might have got a little bit of it. We'll see what happened. There you go. Doing all right. All right, so let's see. Started with, we saw Caffrey sideways. We're riding on board with Mark. Caffrey gets loose. Oh, Coulter comes up across the 77. Caffrey got a little loose there, but Coulter, not clear at all. Just cuts off the 77, puts him in the wall. And he, unfortunate, hard hit. I think that was Day. Back it up here. Coulter just not clear at all here. Caffrey got a little free, but I mean, he's not clear whatsoever. Look at that. I mean, that's not even close. He just put him in the wall. And then he comes across and hits Day. I think that's Day, yep. There he is on the grass. Taking another look. That's a big old hit for the 52, and Robert's just an innocent bystander as well. Right on board with Jason Day. He's got a faster parry. I think he's going to need it for this one. Suddenly gets hit. Michael Caffrey hit. Oh, he might have got Coulter a little bit, actually, now that we're looking at it from this point of view. Maybe he touched Coulter first, and it shot him up into the outside lane. He's coming down here. Maybe a little net code. It looks like he got him free. See if we can get a better look at that one. Trying to find a good angle. I'm gonna have to do a far chase on this one. Yeah, that's netcode. Caffrey got loose here on exit. Came down a little bit on the 3, and there's some netcode right there. And you can see his car start to get a little sideways, and it shoots into the outside lane. Netcode there, causing this wreck. I initially blamed it on Coulter. It looked like he just came up, but the good thing we saw from Caffrey's point of view, it really told the story on that one. Here comes Pat Green down pit road. Bunch of guys down pit road. See how Day's doing. I think he took. Oh, there he is. I thought he. Coulter did take the claim for that one. It looks like race control letting us know. Day has a fast repair. That's good. He's back out on track. These guys on pit road getting some service done. There goes Caffrey. Let's see. Take a look at Robert's here. Looks like he's okay. Those hits weren't too bad. Day definitely got the worst end of that one, as well as Caffrey. I think Caffrey had a fast repair as well. He looks good as well here in his cockpit. So it's nice and clean. Wesley straight on the pole, or on the pole at the top of the chart so far. Hartog in second, Ryan Wynn in third, Rich in fourth, Roberts in fifth. We're doubled up, ready to go back. Green flag racing this time by. The rest of the field coming through. Striker's gonna be at the tail end of the field here, just coming off pit road. John Hammond on the inside, right behind Nathan Biggert. Brian Went here in front of those guys on the inside. Day back here towards the tail end. Brand new car. We can get it back together as we're getting ready to drop the green flag. Wesley Straight's going to lead them off. Hartog, Ryan Witt, Rich in, hitting Malcolm up there with Roberts in the third row. Getting ready for the green flag. Green flag's out. Back underway here at Talladega. Inside lane didn't really get going. Malcolm a little slow on that start. Gets that outside lane. A lot of momentum, and Hartog completely ditches Rich in, and Roberts drops to the inside. But here comes Bigger with Hammond. Robert Kirk inside. There's Stroke's there in the number 5. Side by side, wrenching outside with Hartog. Getting good help from Roberts, Nathan Bigger, John Hammond, Michael Caffrey in the fray on the outside. Roberts dives in, does not want no part of the outside. Now to the top of the charts. In front of the 23, but we'll see who sticks to the outside. I've noticed the 19 and the 8 working together like the 8 and 88 was, but Stryker mired in the back there. Big pushes there from Hartog. Look at that. Comes along. Working lap 47, now 48. Just shy as we're coming across the tri-oval. This is the loosest the race car will be. Tri-oval, very dangerous to push. You can do it, but it's so sketchy. You gotta be very comfortable with that driver on both ends, the pusher and the pushy. One slight twitch and mistake, you might lose the car. Trial so dangerous, as well as coming off the exits of the corners, all that downforce, all that weight unloading off the rear of the car. It gets very, very light there at the back end. You see these guys pushing all the way. Jason Day way back here. I thought he fixed his car. He might have had some more damage. He missed the yard there. He's going to need some help for sure. And caution, I don't think he's done well. Might just have another routine knock up at the tail end of the pack with Stryker and Coulter. Three of them here. Just a bit off the field. They're definitely going to lose a lot of ground. Also, going to come out here as it's getting dicey here. The Bears still leading the inside trio. Robert Church good. Few car lengths from that trio on the inside. Rayburn leading Mark Waddell. And Pat Green there, a little bit broken off. This is a good place to be right here. Mark Waddell, Rayburn, Pat Green there just slightly off of the field. You're close enough to stay with the pack, but far enough to avoid any kind of melee that might ensue. This is usually where I would run there for good portion of the race. Just enough to keep the draft far enough away to stay away from the mess, hopefully. Outside line completely falling apart there. Church still off of Wesley Straight. Here falling John Hammond. Mark Liddell having a hard time behind Rayburn. Looks like might need a little air on the nose. Supposed to have the car out there. They have lost touch with the pack now. You can only get about a second, maybe a second and a half back before you really start to move the draft. And that front pack is completely gone. They've lost touch with the field here, but I don't think they're going to want that. We got another caution here for it. Following Caffrey, nicely there in front of her. Here, concentration on the eyes on it. Look at his eyes starting looking all over the mirror. Quick check here and there. I think, I'm pretty sure it's worth it. I can't say that. There in front of work. Very minute correction over there. Car steady. Jeremiah Burke riding the outside, tail end alongside Ryan. Good action there from the driver cams, as well as Jason Day. He's way back here. Gotta ride it out here. It sucks for sure. I've been there. I'm sure a lot of us have, but it's coming. I can feel it. I'll be American. be exciting as well. Just Burke hoping for a yellow. Mark here, charging on the outside with Biggert and Hammond taking over the lead. Hammond, big shot to the 19. Those guys sticking to the outside. Definitely working together. We've seen Hartung and Roberts immediately drop to the inside once they're clear. And personally, that's a good way to lose a partner there pushing you. As the trio on the outside, led by Retchin, looks like so far right now they're committed to the outside. Caffrey in tow with Burke and Ryan. Looks like he's jumped to the outside, just trailing a little bit behind. There's Rayburn, Odell, Pat Green there. This trio here, Stryker, Coulter, and Aiden Malcolm. Falls back to the second trio. They might start facing the foul line. They might start to catch the field. At some point, they stop out. It's possible. I've done it and seen it done, but this is also a concern. Looks like John Hammond's jumped to the outside of Nate. He's had enough of riding behind the 19 and the 24. He's going to lead a third lane to the top. Oh, there goes Burke across the 40. There he is, Burke sliding. Ryan went there, looks like he's okay, and that's what Jason Day needed. Jeremiah Burke's low. Looks like they just took a slide there and corrected it. That's going to bunch everybody back up. Pit stops are going to come to follow, but that's what Jason Day wanted to see here. He's about to go left now. We'll take a look there, see what happened. We'll take a look with Burke and Ryan Went. Sounds like Church might have gotten some of that, trying to get an overhead view here. It doesn't look like I'm going to get one, but... Oh, it looks like netcode. Church got a little bit of it. That's netcode for sure. Look at that. Burke is turning like he's getting turned, but you see the space between those two cars. Church got a good portion of that, but I don't think he got too big of a hit. Burke backs it up into the rear wall, gets a little bit of the front end. That's definitely netcode. Man, there's a good he just got turned. That's definitely netcode there. A little bit of taps for Burke. I don't expect major damage for him. Ryan went, no problem. And Church got a little bit of it, but I don't think he got that much damage. Maybe just some scuffs here. But he'll be all right, I think. As everybody's coming down pit road. Fuel, who's going to chance some tires there? I would have taken up stage 2 and just carried them to the end, get myself to the front on fuel only. We'll see what kind of strategies these guys are playing as the whole pack is coming down pit road. John Hammond leads them off there. We turn our pit lane ticker on. Day way up to the top of the screen, just catching up there. Looks like Hammond's getting some tires. Caffrey, no tires. No tires for Hartung as well. He's going to come off second. Church in third. There goes Rayburn fourth. Hammond fifth. Roberts, Pat Green, drag race with Biggert and Ryan. I think Biggert got him as the rest of the field comes off pit road. Some guys taking 4. I think a couple guys took 2. Mark Odell taking an extended stay on pit road, as well as Day's gonna. Oh, he's just coming off pit road there. It's Mark Odell getting some work done. It looks like he got a little bit of an issue. From what I can tell, just sitting on pit road so far. I'd imagine just getting some work done. Caffrey to the top here. Burke looks like he took claim for that one. He's going to be the tail end. Wish they would review it or something, or try to look at it. I know we do the claim system. You don't have to. Maybe if you don't feel that was your fault, but that was a pretty big code. And don't think he should have claimed that one. Doesn't quite know. Can't see from our point of view. Let's see if we can download something. Chasing Days, Joseph in the booth, you got me? Hey, Dave, big break there. You were way off, about to go a lap down there after that massive wreck you had. Second chance here, back caught up with the field after the yellow. How's the racing there? Looks pretty dicey there from our point of view. Looks like a lot of guys are really jumping up and down the track. Can't quite discern which lane is faster. Sometimes that third lane way up top gets a good head of steam. Where does the car feel pretty comfortable for you? Glad you had a fast and fair to come back to the pack. We'll keep an eye out here. Good luck to the rest of your race. They giving us a little bit of chat. Definitely fortunate for that yellow, and we saw it coming. It was going to happen there. It's not as quite as big as I thought it was going to be. A little slide for Burke and Ryan. But I thought his car looked good. I guess it had some underlying damage that we didn't see, but brand new car there back in the field. Second chance for the 52. We'll see if they have some fortune come their way. As Hartung and Caffrey are to the top. Church up there now with Rayburn outside. John Hammond inside of Christian Robert outside your top three rows. This pace car is going to pull off. We're going to have a few more, a couple hundred yards there before we go hit the Geico restart zone for the green flag. Nice drone shot here as we're getting ready past pit road, approaching the restart zone. Green flag's out there. Good jump from Caffrey on the outside. Really gets one over the whole field, but that's not usually, that's a good thing. At the late race, that's quite what you want. You're kind of a sitting duck way out there as these guys are going to start to suck back up. A lot of times they just go around you if you're by yourself like that. What happens is he comes to the inside. He's going to make those guys push him. No, he goes back to the top. Quite can't decide. Just gets in front of Hartung there on the inside. Checks up that inside lane. There goes Hammond to the outside. Lots of movement. Rayburn comes to the top. Immediately dives inside. And that leaves Robert's leaving the outside lane. He's going to get crazy here. That looks like Wesley Strait trying to start a third lane outside of Mark Liddell. No one there to help him though. With 26 laps to go, 25 here, outside lane, just charging. There goes Wretched inside of Nathan Baker. No help though for the 24 as Rayburn's way off his bumper. Roberts jumps inside, and here comes the duo we've seen all night. Hammond in the 9 and the number 8 and the 88. It's a trio now. We know the 88 and 8 can work together. Just look at the push with Hammond and Biggert. I mean, he's glued to him. Oh, there goes Hammond. He's had enough of Nate. I thought they were going to work together, but the Chevys link up. It's 8 and 88. They completely ditch Nathan Biggert, and he's going to fall to the back very quickly. Hopefully he can find a place in line, but he's all the way to the back there. That's one corner. Lots of movement there. Retchkin jumps to the top behind Mark Odell. Hammond to the top there, trying to get another win here in the NextGen Cup Series, getting big push by Striker. Corner, they're definitely got to be careful. These cars are real squirrely there coming off the exit. See Striker up and down on this bumper. You don't want to hook him. Marco Odell on the outside. Looked like he took a peek to me, but he falls back in line. Outside lane really working some magic. Walter Jr. leading the inside. Scott Caffrey right behind him. Looks like they're making some room here. Making some headway as the field's starting to pack up together. There's Jason Day on the outside. He's right behind Jeremiah Burke. 23 laps to go. Who's going to make the risky moves as the outside line is completely flying? Like Burke, I thought he was going to dive in, but maybe just getting some nose there. Caffrey takes it 3 wide between the 3 and the 19. No help there. Well, there goes Jason Day to the inside of Burke. That outside line's going to check up a bit. Looks like Marco Odell had a little moment. Biggard's going to go to the outside. Very tight. Look at the space between him, the inside row, and the wall. Marco Odell's going to go high. This is very tight. Immense focus. You need so much focus here. This is where the margin of error is so minuscule and so small. The sheer focus on Nate here, and as well as Marco Odell. Here's Mark's point of view. Striker dive from the inside of John Hammond. It looks like it might just need some air on the nose there. You can't push for that very long. That brings Marco down to the second in the inside row. We saw Nathan Bigger drop back like a rock, and now he's back up front there. But here comes the 88 with some help for the 24 and the 53. 881 stuck in the middle. Jeremiah Burke going around the 24. Bigger leading the outside line with Hartung. Lots of exchanges here. You can fall to the back very quickly, as well as make your way up to the front. Hard hit by Hammond. He's getting a little squirrely with Burke. Looks like they sorted it out here, and Hammond falls back in line. Mark Waddell leaves him a little bit of room. Striker leads this lap here. 21 laps to go here. Who's going to lock themselves into round number 2, excuse me. 3 wide there, back in the pack. Nathan Bigger outside with Hartung. Caffrey thinking about it. Here comes Brian Rayburn up the middle. Moving down the back stretch. Into turn number 3. Side by side, Burke and Striker. Bigger is all by himself now. No help. That outside lane didn't really go anywhere. He's falling back in line now. Double top in the field. John Hammond shoots to the outside of Jeremiah Burke. He wants to get back to the top. He brought Marco Odell, Rayburn, and Hartung. Burke is stuck in the circle hole once again, falling back. No help whatsoever. He's going to fall all the way to the back here and fall in line. But we've seen it time and time again. You can make your way up to the front. Caffrey, quick move to the inside of Hartung. That might trap Hartung to the outside. Caffrey's a little loose there on the inside, though. He's lost a lot of momentum. Striker up top here with Retchin. Day, Hammond leading the outside line. It's getting crazy. There's the focus there on John Hammond. Getting big pushes by Marco Waddell right behind him. Looks like the inside line's got some momentum here. You see Mark's mirror there, another outside line trying to form. Looks like that might be Hartung again. That is Hartung with Bigger. They're trying to make their way back up there. Caffrey jumps to the outside. He wants to give it a try. Nope. Thinks twice about it. These guys are 3 wide back here. That's going to slow them down a little bit. But look at the momentum on the outside that Bigger and Hartung get. Caffrey blocks that run, though, as Striker's falling back here. Hammond's leading the field. A big checkup with Wesley. That inside line's going to lose a lot of momentum. Here comes the outside third row. 77, 23, 19, leading the outside row. Big exchange there. Striker dives in front of the inside. Hammond getting a lot of help from Marco now. I thought they were going to jump down and block it. Hammond does come down. Marco down, stays in the middle. Got to be careful not to get trapped by himself. Rayburn giving a love you to the number 74. That's Brian Rayburn. Back here in the thick of it, pushing Marco down the middle lane. There's some room up there if they want to try it, but Rayburn and Mark have been working together all night as well as these laps are winding down. It's getting to the nitty-gritty. Elbows are going to get wide. That give and take is going to be ever so less. Striker to the inside. I think he just caught Hammond. And they hold on to it. I don't know if you guys caught it, but he just got to the left side of Hammond. I think he needed to get air on the nose of the car, and it really checked up everybody. Through the travel here, Striker's all over John Hammond. I think John Hammond slid a little bit up, and oh, he got a big shot from Wesley there. Well, then he crashed right there. They're going to have to really regroup there. Looks like they're doing a good job closing back to the field. It's kind of a scatter as Coulter has started to make his way to the front inside row. Scott Caffrey, Hartung, Biggert on the outside now. There comes John Hammond back once again up the middle. He's going to need some help, though. We'll see if Striker goes with him. He does. Nope, thinks twice about it. No. Striker did not want anything on that. Hammond is trying really hard to get to the front now. Coulter Jr. will lead this lap. Robert in second. 16 laps to go. The trio up there of Caffrey, Hartung, and Bigger trying to make some headway, but looks like Robert's just going to jump to the outside. Coulter in the middle. Going to lose a lot of momentum. Hartung scrapes the wall on the outside. I think Caffrey got it as well. 3 and 98, lose a bit of momentum, stuck in the middle now. They're going to fall back. Here comes Michael Strickland. This whole field has regrouped. Striker jumping to the top. In that third row, now to the middle in front of the number 8. Lots of movement. These guys are trying to find where their car will make the most headway, the most room. Striker dives in front of the inside lane. John Lewis quite clear. There he goes. Now Wesley to the outside. Wesley in the 89. Striker jumps up behind him. They're going to push him. Completely left that inside lane with no help, and they're going to burn Retchen and Rayburn here. Nose to tail that middle lane, 89, 88, 8. Here comes Jeremiah Burke. Here comes again, push in the middle. There's Nathan Biggert on his outside. Colin Harta, Caffrey leading his outside. Caffrey's now leading the red. Trying to jump to the middle, not quite there. I think he led that lap, but he's going to fall back in front of Hartung as Striker's now leading the inside. He's got a pretty good gap there from Burt. The 8 and the 3 now in the middle with Robert in the third row, their third position in that middle lane. Burt all over Striker now as we're 3 by 3. It's getting dicey. I can feel the intensity ramping up. The cars are all over the place. Guys are switching up and down. There is no give whatsoever here, and it's going to take one small mistake to have the big one here. Striker's coming across the travel here. He's going to lead this lap with Jeremiah Burke right behind him. John Hammond trying to make some headway there in the middle lane. Also getting a little free there after a bump from Robert. Trio up top once again, trying to make some moves there. Hartung and Biggert up top there. Nobody running that high line except those three. They're trying to really, really make that work there. Hammond gets a good run in the middle, but no help. Oh man, I thought Roberts was gonna hook Coulter there. He's gotta be careful with the pushes as they get closer to Hammond. You don't want to keep shoving that guy. If you're the third guy in line, you're just gonna bounce the guy in the middle back and forth, and he's gonna turn around. Edmond now fighting for the lead as the inside row has fallen back a bit. Caffrey to the top. Coulter jumps inside and leaves it. Middle lane exposed, completely runnable. Caffrey leads this lap. That outside lane now forming up. That trio making it work. And we heard from Jason Day, the most upper lane is the fastest, as those guys have dropped down to the inside now, working together. See if they can protect the bottom back here in the pack. It was a 3 wide for a moment. Hammond and Robert fell back after Coulter. Oh, someone way up in the apron. I think that's Coulter Jr. Saw some smoke there. He got a little, oh wow, he got with Rayburn. Rayburn's turned sideways. That was not a caution. Oh, he hits the inside wall pretty hard. Oh, that is a caution. There it goes. Yellow's out. And that destroyed the front end of Rayburn's car. Take another look at that, as the intensity is just getting more and more intense. It's ramping up. See here, it's hard to tell. I think Coulter just came up a little bit. Rayburn's in his lane, though. They're pretty tight. I think Coulter just moved up just a little bit. But it's hard racing there, though. When it's in slow motion, it looks big hit for Rayburn. We saw the front edge completely destroy that front left tire, not turning at all. But it's easy to say that when we're seeing it in slow motion. At speed, it's a whole different story. Those little minute wheel movements make a big, big difference on the racetrack. Look how quick this is. Hard hit for Rayburn there. Hits the front left of the car first. Rips the front end of the bumper. There goes the fender. And that just completely pushed in the front left tire. Not even turning anymore. It's completely destroyed. Hopefully Rayburn has the fast repair. And it looks like he does. That car's rolling off pit road with 11 laps to go. We're going to have about 8 laps to go for the end of the race. Caffrey leading the field with Hartung and Biggard. We saw that trio working the top line, really trying to get at it, and they finally got to the front there and immediately dropped to the bottom. I'm a firm believer of the top lane, but it's so hard to keep guys up there working with you, as we got guys coming down pit road. Looks like Ryan's taking tires back there, as well as Burke and Day. See if Church misses his box a little bit. Mark taking some tires. Church just getting some fuel. There, here comes Ryan. There's Hayden Malcolm. Pat Green just stopped in his box. Pat Green up there in the black Pepsi car, taking some tires as fuel as well. Looks like Mark and Burke are sitting on pit road getting some work done on the cars. Rayburn did take claim for that. As we see race control here, he's going to drop to the end of the field, but he's coming down pit road here. Going to get some service done on the car. Taking some fuel and tires as well. Might as well take a set. Else up here. Show some of the boost got me. Patty, it's been a wild race here. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. We've seen a bunch of guys come to the front, fall to the back there. Looks like you're going to be towards the back here, but not really a big deal at Dega. What's your plan for making your way up through the field? Lots of options here in the danger of the big one. We've had some minor wrecks here, but that big, massive wreck still looming over everybody's head. It still can happen. The racing here has been just incredible. How's the action been from your point of view so far? something difficult to do. A testament to you drivers out there. Appreciate you talking to us. Good luck for the rest of your race. Pat giving us a little bit of strategy from his point of view. Let's see if we can grab someone else real quick here. Hammond's so aggressive. John Hammond, you got me? John, you're so aggressive on the racetrack there, and it looks like it's working out. It got a little dicey with Striker in the travel there, but how's the racing been? A little magic between the 8 and the 3 there. We see the cars, they're pretty all over the racetrack, so maybe you guys can bring it back, but that big one's still looming over everybody's head. John Hammond trying to go for a back-to-back. Appreciate you talking to us. We'll send you back down. Hammond ready to go for the rest of the race here. He's got Coulter Jr. right behind him. Maybe a little bit of magic will happen here tonight at Dega, but you never know. Racing is filled with miracles, and I've definitely seen my share. I'm sure you guys have. Maybe we might have a 8-3 or 3-8, 1-2 finish. Right now it's Caffrey and Hartung up front. Bigger, Marco Dell outside. Striker and Hammond. That inside line did not go. Caffrey switches lanes way too early. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a penalty or something of the like. That's the third time we've seen that. Cannot switch lanes before the stripe there. We'll see what they do with Michael Caffrey. We've seen guys lose race. Jerry Culver, my most recent, switch lanes before here at Dega or Daytona, I can't remember. Big push from the outside. Hammond said he's got the best pushing car, and he's shoving Marco Adell to the front here with 8 to go. Caffrey's falling to the back. I believe that's going to serve his penalty. He's going to fall in line where he finds a spot. Marco Adell, Hammond says he needs somebody to trust him. Let's see if it's going to be Marco Adell. That's top 3, 81.83, pulling away here. It's getting really dicey in the back. Here comes Jeremiah Burke with Pat Green in the middle of the lane. Ryan Wade here all over Jason Day, almost 4 wide, 3 wide, a couple rows deep here. Outside lane led by Michael Strickland, now making some headway as Burke has no help, now falling back. Hard hit with Hartung on Pat Green. Striker dives inside of Coulter. Retchen does not go with it. Now it's 24-3 outside. Rayburn leaves Striker hanging. No help for the 88. Here comes Brian Rayburn flying on the inside. He's going to need some help, though. It doesn't look like Caffrey's going to work with him. He's going to try to go up the middle. These guys are really fighting each other hard. Striker coming back with some help on the outside now in the form of Jeremiah Burke. He's got Jason Day, Wesley up there with Robert. Should check up here. We go right in the grass. Big checkup, lots of cars all over the place. Everybody getting a handle of it. They got to be careful not to lose the draft, though. Looks like this group here, Jeremiah Burke leading it now, completely has broken off the pack. They're going to need some help to get back caught up. Wesley inside. Let's see if Robert goes with him. He does. Hammond's just giving big shots to Marco. Now they're locked up now. Marco Dell, Hammond, Coulter Jr., Mark Retchen. There's Hayden Malcolm outside of Michael Caffrey, and here comes Striker with Jason Day. Those guys riding the top. Jason Day did tell us that the outside most line is the fastest. Hartman dives inside Caffrey, trying to make some headroom on his own, but he's going to need some help for sure as this outside line is stacked with cars. Looks like Hayden Malcolm's trying to decide where to go. He's going to drop to the bottom. And that left a gap there with Striker. They're going to suck up to Mark Retchen. Let's see if he does anything with it. No, looks like he's going to stay on the outside. Check up, 5 laps to go. Hammond again. Big shots to Marco Adell. Coulter biding his time with Mark Richin right behind him in the 24 DuPont machine. We'll see if those guys work together and try to take one over on the 81.8 duo. Coming around turn 4. 4 laps to go at the stripe. 3 wide back there. This back group here is definitely going to need some help. They're going to need to stay single file and hope they can catch the front pack as they duke it out. They got enough cars to do it. It's getting dicey now. Stryker jumps to the bottom ahead of Hartung. Hartung does not want to be behind anybody. He jumps in around Stryker. He's going to try to lead Caffrey. Stryker now falling back. He's going to have to fall in line behind someone here. It looks like it's going to be Roberge at the very tail end, and that completely is going to mess up the inside lane. Stryker's got to be careful not to lose the pack here. Looks like he's got enough draft here. He should start sucking up into Wesley. Mark Odell still leading Jason Day. Inside lane with Hayden Malcolm helping him, and Hartung again driving low. He's got Caffrey with him, with Wesley Straight. 3 laps to go, coming across the line. Mark Odell leading this field. Here comes the second group trying to catch up. They're going to need some help though with 3 laps to go. I don't think there's enough time. Big shots here. Looking Hammond. Hard hits, dead center. That's where you want to hit, dead center. Oh, caution's out. Not sure where it's at. That's going to be a green-white checker. It doesn't look like it's the big one quite yet. That's going to be a green-white checker first attempt. Not quite sure. Oh, it looks like it's Nate. He might have got bounced between 2 cars and spun around. Take a look at what happened to Nathan Biggert here in the 19 machine. Oh, wow. He came across Pat Green. Oh, he caught the apron. Yeah, it looks like he got just, well, not quite bounced between 2 cars. He slid up a little bit there, maybe trying to get some air on the nose. And then Pat Green just caught his left rear. Looks like he's getting some big shoves from Burke there. Pushes him into Nate, gets him squirrely. Down on the apron, catches the car. Pat Green finishes him off. Rayburn gives him a good shot. Left side slap there to the outside wall for Biggert. I think Biggert still has a fast rear. I would just take it at this point, I think. We'll ride on board with Nate here. It's almost a Pat Green finished him off. Rayburn and give him a shot. And there goes Nate there. Expect him down pit road. So there's some damage there. You see the hood's buckled up, not flush with the front left fender anymore. Doesn't look like he's coming down pit road. We're not quite there yet, actually. See if he dives down. I would definitely come down pit road. There they go. Rayburn ahead of him. Pat Green, Burke, Church. Back group here down pit road. Mark Odell with some massive help from John Hammond. So they're going to start side by side now. Coulter on the outside with Mark Richin on the inside. It's going to get really dicey here. Here's Burke's point of view. Looks like Pat Green did take the fault for that. Burke having a good time. This is not Burke. This is Biggert. Pat Green's going to be at the tail end, did taking responsibility for that one. Yeah, man, it's whew. The fact that you can drive in tight boggles my mind. I would have hit the wall or somebody. I don't know how people do that. I can't, even like running triples with the keyboard, I would have hit something. I would have hit the pace car. The pace car would have suddenly became tangible, and I would have hit it if I tried to type. I don't know how you guys do that. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's incredible. But you're right. Those shots, I mean, wow. I mean, just dead center. That's where you want to hit, dead center of the car. If you can hit dead center flush with the car, I mean, you can just full send it, and that's what we saw Hammond do. Just big shots, money shots to Marco Dale, just keeping him up front. So if we can grab Nathan Biggert here. Nate Joseph in the booth, you got me? Hey Nate, a little bit shuffly there. Got a little bit of the wall there. Doesn't look too bad. I think you grabbed your fast super. I'm not too sure, but what's your game plan here now starting in the back? Definitely saw you working with Hartog and Caffrey. It took you a fair amount of laps, though. You're not going to have enough time to really work it like that. So a lot of pressure here trying to win it to the next round. It's kind of a free-for-all here. Apple's real wide there, but we'll see how you do here working your way back to the front. Appreciate you talking to us. Nathan Biggert there, a little quick preview on what's to come here for this first of two green and white checkers. He's basically just gonna see which lane carries him forward, I guess ride the win if you will, or try and make his own headway and hope he has some friends here. He's got Jeremiah Burke behind him and Pat Green to the tail end, but 19's gonna need a lot of help here, I think, and they might just junk it in front of him. So you never know. We've seen it done. You can definitely go from the back to the front and vice versa on one corner. Not even one lap. One corner. We've seen it so many times. I think Burt got stuck in the middle 3 or 4 times and fell back all the way in one corner. We saw it happen to Stryker, Robert. I think everybody, Coulter, everybody. That middle lane, once you're by yourself, I mean, the outside lanes just fly by you. It's one of the worst feelings in the world. You cannot do nothing about it. You're just a rock at that point. You got nothing but a wall of air in front of you, no help. It's a good 3-4 mile an hour difference there. So definitely need some help here. We'll see how Nate does as we're coming off turn 4. Pace cars diving down in pit road. John Hammond up front, side by side with Mark O'Dell. They were working together, but we'll see what happens now. 8 and 3 inside, 81-24 outside. Approaching the green. The Geico restart zone. 3 laps to go. Green flags out. Mark Liddell gets a good jump with Mark Richin. Pat Green, or Hayden Malcolm, not quite as a good start there, but it puts up that outside lane. Coulter's all over Hammond. They're going to have a good run here. Coming down to the inside, we'll see if Mark breaks them up. That outside lane has a lot of help there. And there goes Hartung to the outside. See if he tries to work with Robert. Here comes the 8 in the 3 duo. Oh, it's getting dicey. Mark O'Dell just cut off Robert. I thought they were about to wreck. There goes Ryan flying up the middle with Raybird. Oh, there goes the 24 across the 8. It's going to check him up. There goes Hayden Malcolm. Caution's out. Hard hit to the 8 and the 19. We're going to try this one more time. Mark O'Dell with that genius move, blocks the outside run, stays up front. I think Coulter had a moment with Hammond and they just kind of broke apart. Unfortunately, Hammond fell back and got a good hit there on the left side door into the 19. Those cars should be okay though. These cars are pretty tough. We're gonna try this one more time and we'll see what happened with Hayden Malcolm. I believe that was in Rechin. Here we go. Rechin on the outside of Hammond. Hammond's on the line. I think Mark just got real low. Well, Hammond's a little bit off the line. Well, we'll get a good look at it here. Coulter's pushing the 8. just came together, it looks like. Mark hits the inside wall, it sounds like, trying to get a view of it. Absolutely cannot. That's terrible. These camera angles sometimes. Back it up here. Oh man, it's just, I think Hammond came up just ever so slightly into the left rear of the 24. There goes Gretchen. Backs it up into the wall, gets a little bit in the front. Gonna need to do another far chase here. I don't like using the camera angles. I try to keep it realistic. Just pretend it's a drone. I don't know. Looks like Hammond just drifted up a little bit of net code also, but that's real tight there. Just a slight drift up into Mark Gretchen, and here comes Mark there. Backs it up into the. Oh, he missed the first wall. Just a little scrape there. Oh, that's not that bad. It's a little scrape there to the front left fender. It's gonna get it out of the grass there. No big one yet, and we might just have it with this last stage or coming across the line. It's definitely going to be El Suarez. Mark Odell's up front with that massive block here. Let's see if we can dial Mark up. Mark Odell, Joseph in the booth, you got me? Mark, you had you threaded the needle blocking the outside run with Robert there. That was, so close. I thought you were going to get turned there, but it kept you up front there for the last green-white checkered. One more try at it here. If you can stay up front and they wreck again or you bring it back around, it's going to be pretty hard, but what are your thoughts here for this last green-white flag? We've seen that happen in the form of cat-free, that massive jump, you're by yourself and you just suck the whole field to you, and you're kind of a sitting duck there. A lot of guys would rather be second, maybe even third there, as you mentioned, to get the run, but you're throwing some blocks out there and it's working there, so it's kind of a no holds barred from here on. I can get behind that there, trying to lock yourself in for the next round, and it's do what you have to do kind of situation, right? Well, I appreciate you talking to us. Definitely a lot of effort there. We'll see how it goes, and we'll send you back down. Mark Odell there, kind of taking it in stride, and that's a good attitude as well. As you mentioned, it's a plate race. You can get wrecked at any moment there. He's doing pretty good. Good amount of luck coming his way. We'll see if he can come out on top here with the last green-white checkered. He's going to have Roberges inside, Wesley outside, Hartung inside second row, Coulter Jr. still there inside with Ryan Wint on the outside. Ryan's been running up front a good portion of this race as well here, winning the first stage. See if he can make his way up to the front here with, we're going to have 2 laps to go as we cross the line. Working 3 and 4 here. Hayden Malcolm's going to form up to the tail end. John Hammond back here also. And, anybody can win it still. We've seen guys work their way from the rear all the way to the front one corner. We know Hammond's very aggressive. He might just shoot up the middle, try the top. We'll see what happens together here as we're going to have one more shot at it. The next flag's going to end the race. Odell outside. Roberge inside. One more time through the triangle. Barney's got the flag in hand, coming to the green flag, or the Geico restart zone. Green flag's out. Off they go, barreling down into turn number 1. Good jump from Mark Odell. He gets, sideways. They're having in the wall. They hang on to it. That's going to end their hopes, it looks like, but they're falling back in line. Up front here, Mark Odell, Wesley Straight pulling away. They're going to have a big pad closing up on there. It looks like Robert is checking up that middle lane. Caffrey working the outside. That's going to get very tight. And they're sitting ducks here. Marco Odell falling back. Coulter Jr. is going to go outside around, flying through the top side. He's got Stryker in tow. See if they can make it back around this last corner for the white flag. That's what these guys want to see. Side by side, 389 inside. Lots of shuffling around. See him straggling to the top. I think he's just off the pace there. We're going to come across the Geico restart zone. White flag's out. We're going to make it back around. Stryker all over Coulter Jr. We'll see when he's going to make his move, or if someone's going to close in. Rayburn now pulling Robert from the second lane. Little squirrely there. Robert slamming him, pushing hard. Hartung pushing Wesley Straight. Here comes Robert, stacking up with Stryker. He's going to go to the middle. See if Robert comes with him. He is. Here comes the 74 and the 98. 74 to the top, 98. Oh, Robert gets turned in front of the field. Big wreck. Hartung comes away with the lead. Big, massive wreck. Ryan Wynn on the outside. Pat Green pushing the 23. It's going to be a track race. Hartung might just quite get it here. Coming across the line. Hartung gets the win. Pat Green in second. Ryan Wynn in third. Pat Green chose to stay with the 23. Pushes them across the line as we had the big one off of turn number 4. Rayburn comes sideways. Here comes Stryker coming across 11. And there's Biggert there pulling a Ricky Bobby, rolling backwards across the start finish line. But not quite. He's trying to get there. These guys still haven't finished. Here comes Chris Robert, also backwards. Rayburn's junk there in turn 4. Missed a big melee. Robert Church is on pit road. I don't think he came across the line. Mark Odell off the racing surface. I mean, a massive wreck here as here comes Hartung coming around the trio. Pat Green and Ryan Went there finishing in third. See Colby Hartung burn it down here. Gets a little bit of luck there at the end. Wins here at Talladega. Where was this burnout for the truck championship? That's what I want to know. We're going to back it up here and dissect this wreck real quick. Appreciate everybody again joining us for Talladega. It was an amazing race. We got Rayburn had the winning move there and just got one too many hard shots from Roberge, I believe. I'm going to back it up here all the way to this wreck. I mean, they're just going for it here. Comes down on Wesley just a little too late. Slides above, gets the 398. Everybody, I mean, Rayburn bouncing off the fence. Look at that. Everybody's so tight getting into it. Right on board with the 74 here. I think if he stayed in the middle with Robert, he might have got it, or a top 3 if anything. But he came down. Hesitant there, but just got him. Right on board with Nathan Biggert here. Absolutely good run from Ryan Went there. His cousin. Right on board with Stryker here, pushing have one more look at it here from Caffrey's point of view. Outside ball so hard. Colby Hartung's your winner. We're going to take a quick break, regain our composure. We'll come back with interviews for the Post Race Show. Ryan Went finishing third. I like that one. Ryan Went finishing in third place after we finally had the big one at the end. What a wild race there. How you feeling? You're getting a stage 1 finish, stage win, not in the playoff points, but showing you can run up front there, learning a lot here. Tell us about, you're speaking of nerves there, someone who's relatively new to this league, ChopShop there helping us out, doing all kinds of things, doing the podcast, but running on the track there. Nerves a big problem for drivers there. How do you control your nerves at a track like this, so close to other cars? How do you keep that in check? Lots of dicey moves for everybody across the race here, especially coming to the end. It's kind of elbows wide situation there. What were your thoughts there heading into the third stage, your game plan to make it to the end? We definitely saw a lot of weaving there up and down the track from a lot of drivers trying to find that momentum. Do you notice any cues there on what might tell you which line is moving, or you just kind of guessing and hope it works in your favor?
third guy in front of me goes up, the other two in front of me will go up, and if you get that clean air, you can get a good run off the corner. Um, and that's kind of what I did on that first green white checkered. I got a huge run. There was a hole in the center. I didn't press it like I did in the Gen 4, so I just made it 3 wide because it was time to go.
You pretty much started pushing with 10 laps to go, coming down towards the end of the race there, making your way from the back to the front. A little help there, got involved in a little bit of wrecks there, but keeping the car under control. In your opinion, we spoke to Day earlier, and he thought the high lane was the way to go. In your opinion, where was your car the most comfortable? Which lane was your preferred?
I think for me personally as a driver, I was actually more comfortable on the bottom. If for some reason, no one knew but a few guys, but I was redoing my monitors and all my settings about 15 minutes before practice ended, so I was on a time crunch anyways. But I was really comfortable on the bottom. I felt like I could ride that yellow line around, and it seemed like most of the guys on the bottom wanted to run about a lane or a half a lane up from the yellow. So when they would come off exit, they would dart up, dart down, dart back up. And like I said, when you're in the draft, you tend to follow that car in front of you. And, I just wasn't comfortable, behind anybody on the bottom. So if I was up front, I wanted to be on the bottom. If I was behind a group of cars, I probably like that top line the best.
Kind of going where you feel comfortable with who's around you, and that's a big factor. You got to be comfortable with the guys around you as well, and them working with you, right?
Absolutely. I tried, if you're driving out your rear view a lot of the times here. And like I said, I won that first stage one because of Bigger, and every time I seen him, I tried to move up into his line because he pushes really good. I think he was comfortable pushing me in the corners. I think overall I held my lines pretty well.
Well, you're running after Bigger make this switch to the champions car, the Fords. You're running the only Toyota here, and you made a staple that Toyota's no slouch, finishing in third. We do have a bye week next week for Thanksgiving. I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And then we're going to head over to Sonoma the week after for some road racing. Here, the first road race of the playoffs, round one. How do you think you'd fare at Sonoma with some road racing?
My guess is probably not very well. Ever since I got my rig built, I haven't raced a single road course. So, a flip of a coin, I guess. During the rest of the week, I need to get over there and get some practice in.
A little bit of practice is always good there, especially with some road course. Sonoma's very tricky with those hills. Gets very loose there coming off the hills. So nothing to be ashamed about. I think a lot of practice is stored for everybody. But congratulations on a top 3 there. Give us some shout-outs.
Thank you. Again, I want to wish everybody happy holidays as we're getting into it. Everybody's going to be traveling. I hope everybody stays safe. First and foremost, I want to thank you, Joe. You do a phenomenal job broadcasting. I think every week that you do it gets better and better, and I can't wait to watch it later. I want to thank all the admins and ChopShop, everybody. Um, they do a phenomenal job. If it wasn't for guys like Mark Odell that does the points for a lot of the series, he puts in countless hours. So a good shout out to him. John and Stryker, they're always managing, maintaining, doing everything they can to make Chop Shop better, and all the other drivers. And then last but not least, my family. My wife loves watching me race, and it's pretty exciting when I can put on a show for them.
It was a great show indeed there. Congrats to your third place finish. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time at Sonoma.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Ryan went there very proud in a very hard fought P3 there with a little bit of luck at the end there. As we come up to our second place finisher, Pat Green, we spoke to him under one of those yellows, just trying to gently work his way up, hope for a good finish, and you got a great finish there. It's P2 there pushing Hartung to the finish there.
Yeah, it was a pretty surprising finish. I've had so much bad luck during the race, but somehow fortunes finally fell my way, so I guess it was good to get the wrecking out of the way early.
I gotta draw some attention to this paint scheme real fast. This looks like a Jeff Gordon throwback.
That is correct. I'm a big Jeff Gordon fan. Have been since I say the mid 2000s. So any tribute I can make towards him, I'll do it. But that is one of my favorite paint schemes of his.
Now, if I recall correctly, this it might be a different Pepsi car, but is this the car that he won Dega with, and then we had the beer can incident?
No,
it's not this one.
It's not. It's not that one. I think that was one of his blue paint schemes with the flames, of course. But no. It's fairly similar, but no, that's not the one.
My memory eludes me. I as well. Growing up, I was a Jeff Gordon fan. Is why I was asking. My memory not so good, but
Yeah.
big Jeff Gordon fan as well. Love it to see guys run it there. Rich and also running a Jeff Gordon throwback. But on to Dega here tonight. A lot of misfortune and then some good luck at the end there. How you as a driver, we're getting in all these wrecks there. We kind of start to get in our heads and like, man, what else can go wrong? What keeps you motivated and optimistic or positive? How do you stay engaged to finish, to try and get a good finish?
Yeah, I know bad things have happened, but either way, if the car's still running, might as well give it a go. So I said if there was a hole there, I was going to take it, and lucky enough, it worked out in my favor and is able to push my teammate to the win.
That would be Hartung there. So that explains why you locked bumpers there, pushing to the finish.
That's right.
Nothing wrong with that. They're a pair of Chevys finishing 1-2, and it's always good to help your teammates out. I'm sure it'll work the other way at some point. But a great run at Dega. It's a very intense race. We saw a lot of cars bouncing around. Looked a little floaty out there. Was the car kind of loose on the racetrack?
I really didn't have much looseness. I know for myself when I got a little nose damage on the only problem was the car felt pretty draggy. Especially once you got a little bit separated from the pack. But other than that, the handling was pretty good there. So I really didn't notice much difference.
We all know Dega and Daytona, big aero dependent there, a little fender or something out of place, and it really it seems to act like a parachute or affect the handling. The front end kind of more flat on the car is probably why you felt like you were dragging there, but still the draft, a big equalizer there, keeping the field tight. How do you deal with those intense moments? These cars are so tight against each other, often bouncing off one another, maybe a little rub here and there. What keeps you calm in the race car to not make mistakes and wreck the car?
Just making sure when I make the move, make sure I make that decision quickly because if you wait too long to figure it out, then the line is going to pass you by. So as soon as you see a hole, you just got to take it and believe in it. And it's bitten me a few times, and And on the other side of the coin, I've been lucky enough to uh, get some good runs on it. So that's my motivation.
I'm a big believer that something I have a big problem at play tracks is hesitation, and we I think we saw that with Rayburn at the end there with that big old wreck, a little bit of hesitation coming across Wesley and got himself turned around. But as you say, if you can really believe in what you're doing and make those moves, it will really work out, and it looks like it definitely worked out for you as we head off into the playoffs here. We're looking forward to Sonoma in 2 weeks' time. We have Thanksgiving coming up next week. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And then we'll anytime. And then we'll come back to California with some road racing in the desert. What's your take on some road racing?
Oh, I like road racing. That's why another reason that attracted me to Jeff Gordon, he was pretty good at it. So I like to go left and right, but sometimes that's not my forte. So, but maybe next week I'll be able to join in on the fun and see what I can do.
Awesome. We all know Jeff Gordon, along with Tony Stewart, one of the greatest road racers there. So Pat Green looking to do very well at some road racing. We'll look forward to that. Give us some shout outs here tonight for the second place finish.
Yeah, for sure. I like thank you all for putting on a good show. It's been much fun joining in on the league and getting some good racing with a lot of the guys here in the session. Thank my teammates Wesley and Colby, and congrats on the win again. And also to our other teammate who's not with us at the moment, Andrew. Um, and shout out to my family. Um, Looking forward to some good Thanksgiving eating.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a great one. Hope everybody's got the turkey and the stuffing ready and all that good stuff. Can't forget the family for sure. It's just nothing wrong with that. But congratulations on a second place there. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time for Sonoma.
All right, sounds good. Have a good holiday. Thank you.
Well, Pat Green gets second place, pushing our winner Colby Hartung to the win after an insane race. Hartung, what's your take on some plate racing?
Uh, Jesus Christ, the runs in these cars were insane. I don't even know how to explain that one. That it just kind of fell into my hands, honestly. Um, I guess if you didn't know, the 23, the 90, and the 89 are all teammates. And as you saw, we all somehow found a way to hook up there at the end. Uh, I made a pretty risky move at the start of that green white checker to the inside of Robert's. He left too much room. I don't know why he left too much room. So I just took the whole bottom lane that was sitting there, and Wes was able to drop down. And we had it going. I was content with pushing Wes to the win, but I think um, I think Rayburn or someone like that hopped in front of him, and the big one on the last lap caused Rayburn caught some air. Looking at the replay on that, you might want to show that another time. Um, Show that from Rayburn's cockpit. That was a wild ride he had, but yeah, I got shoved through it. I thought I was a goner when I saw that happening, but the seas parted, and you know, appreciate Ryan for not going dump mode like you'd see in an official. Someone would definitely you would I would definitely be dumped in an official in that situation. There's no way I would come out of that alive. So shout out to Ryan there for beating, beating and banging me cleanly.
Little bit of rubbing to the lines, no problem, as long as we keep the nose pointed straight. Just another perk of some league racing there. There's a lot of respect, hard racing for sure, but nothing egregious like that. Plate racing, just a different monster there. Some guys don't like it. I'm one of them. Some guys take to it naturally. Some guys are indifferent there, and it's a little luck definitely plays a part. It's some plate racing like this, like we saw, but A lot of skill as well of car placement. What is your take there? Guys trying to move up and down the racetrack, trying to find the line with momentum. How do you figure that out? Where do you know to put your car? Is it just kind of guessing game, or can you see the movement on the racetrack?
Well, I mean, first off, I guess you never want to be the leader at these things. You never want to be the leader coming to the white flag because, like, 9 times out of 10, if you're leading come to the white flag at a super speedway, you're not going to be leading coming around to the checkered flag. Most likely, you'll be in a wall sitting somewhere with a blown engine and a meatball. But this time, I guess you know the lane. I saw the lane below Robert's open up like immediately after going across that start finish. I thought he was going to close it off after we got past it because I mean we can't change lanes. I guess I don't know if that would have been legal or not, but we can't change lanes before the start finish. So I was patient waiting until then, and then I dove under, and then I'm pretty sure the same thing happened on the backstretch on the first lap of that green white checkered too with Wes. I think Mark thought someone was getting a run up top, so he was kind of blocking both lanes there and left too much room on the bottom, which allowed Wes to die below Mark. And me and Pat actually in 2 corners on that restart, I think came from 13th all the way to like third, right behind my bumper, and was able to hook me, Wes, and him up, which I kind of knew by that point us three cars being organized was gonna beat like pretty much anyone as long as we could have stayed clean. Um, and I would have pushed West to the win there, but uh, I mean, you're never gonna have a clean finish at these super speedways. Everyone's going for the win. That part of the game, you just gotta luck into avoiding the wreck, and the seas parted for me, and I was able to get through and take that check flag.
Definitely a little luck at there at the end, and something we mentioned there. It's so too easy to fall back in a corner, and it's the same. If it just falls right, you can make up the entire field in another corner, like we saw Pat Green do, all the way towards the front there. And you say it worked out for you guys, and sometimes it works the other way, as we saw Ray burn in the whole field, basically just junk it off into four. But fantastic race here at Dega. You making some moves there, taking care of the car and the equipment. Very intense action, lots of nerves. Sometimes too much for me to handle at plate races. I tend to get a little nervous there. But you and some others, not so much there. What's your trick for staying calm when racing at these tight speeds and racetracks?
You know, uh, I'll tell you what. If you had that heart rate monitor like they do in real races, mine would be at a flat line because I was exploding inside. Um, I don't know how these dudes do it in real life. It is there. There's really no way to block it out on a green white checkered. It's with every track, every race. There's always those end of race nerves that kind of like, or it's just sitting there in your stomach because like that there's always a chance to win if you're up near the front on a green white checkered. So like you're just thinking of all these scenarios in your brain of what lane do I take, what move do I do, who do I want pushing me, who do I push, and like all that's going in there. There really is no way to stay calm during those last few laps, but I mean, during the actual race itself, I mean, just keep in your lane and make sure to not get into anyone, and just hold your line steady.
Just gotta do what you can manage, and you can't control others, but you can control your car, and I think that's a big part there. Just trying to take care of yourself and make some headway. Good, great, fantastic racing. It was nuts from the get go, from the drop of the first green flag to the checkered. Glad we got it in under green there with the big one towards the end, or at the end. They're coming off four. But congratulations on the win. Not part of the playoffs, so being a spoiler here, the rest of the playoff guys are going to have to fight for it in 2 weeks' time at Sonoma. Speaking of Sonoma, coming to some road racing here, what's your take on that? How do you feel about some road racing?
Uh, you're not going to see me in the front, that's for sure. I hate road racing in these cars. I'm fine with the GT3s and all that, and but like road racing and the Cup Xfinity truck cars, it just is not for me. So you're gonna see people like Nate Biggert, Caffrey's a it's gonna be a Caffrey and Nate show. I'm just gonna survive. That's the game plan for that.
Sometimes surviving will bring out miracles there, and we'll find out in 2 weeks' time. I want to wish you and your family a happy Thanksgiving next week. We'll be off, and then 2 weeks' time we'll head to Sonoma. Give us some shout-outs here for the win at Talladega.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the field for being able to make a awesome race. We were 3 wide for a lot of that race, and we kept it green for a lot of the time. Very surprising. But like, big shout out to Ryan for taking it clean there, coming off of 4, and not causing an unneeded wreck where none of us win. Appreciate him for that, but like huge shout out to my teammates at Storm Racing, Wes and Pat over there, finding their ways through the packs and doing, and us all using teamwork, doing all we can to push each other to the win. And it just, we played the cards right at the end and all got lined up. So shout out to them for giving the great shoves and being good teammates. And I wish it was one of them getting one of their first wins in here, but things played out how they did, and I secured that check flag.
Fantastic, great job here by the team there, and a little bit of luck never hurts. But we'll see you 2 weeks at Sonoma, and fantastic racing.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Joe.
Harton gets the P1 finish here for Storm Racing there, with a big push there from his teammate Pat Green there, side by side with Ryan Wint. Just fantastic racing. I mean, it was a phenomenal race here at Dega. There was a couple yellows here, a couple dual spins here and there, but nothing major. Everybody pretty much got to the end of the race, and then the big one ensued here. As we head over to our results page, we'll look over the standings. There they are. Colby Hartson takes the win. Pat Green pushes him to the win. He finishes second. Ryan went side by side with Hartson. Just got edged out by Pat Green there at the line. I mean, look at that margin. It's so close. But good job by Ryan running up front the whole night. Definitely earned this. P4 for Wesley Strait. Hayden Malcolm comes across 5th. Burke 6th. Coulter Jr. in 7th. Jason Day 8th. Mark Retchen in 9th. John Hammond in 10th there. Back here, second half of the field. Stryker in 11th after this is after the wreck here. Everybody who just limping to the line. Caffrey in 12th. Marco Dell 13th. Bigger in 14th, backwards on the field as well as Robert 15th, coming backwards on the line. Rayburn 16th. Robert Church out of fuel in 17th. Had to tow it, unfortunately, so close to the end. As we look to the end, Rayburn's the last car. It won't switch to the last one, but Rayburn stuck there, blown on turn 4 after leading. Comes across Wesley and hard hits to the outside wall. Finishing last on the field in 17th. As that's going to do it for us at Dega. Just, again, a phenomenal race, just intense racing. As we take another look at it here, we're going to sign off. This is it for Talladega. Round 1 goes to Colby Hartung for the win, being pushed by Pat Green and Ryan Wint. Look at these guys, man. Mark Odell on his lid. And a drag race to the finish. Great race here. Finish, little rubbing never hurts. But Hartung takes the win at Talladega. That's it for us. Catch some more Racing Gen 4s this Sunday on ChopShop TV. Then we got dirt racing on Mondays with Jason at Signature Esports. And then back to start off the new season of trucks on Tuesdays, also on Signature Esports with Jason there. Don't miss that. Join on the fun. ChopShopRacing.net. Get in the Discord. All the links are there. Come race with us. Trucks are so popular. It's going to be a great season there. Hartung, your previous season winner. Look at these guys rolling backwards. And then we're going to be off this weekend. Next week in Sonoma. Back at it again in 2 weeks' time. Don't miss it here on ChopShop TV.